people actually mean when they say, let's take a break?
I want to have sex with somebody else, and I don't want to feel guilty about it.
I don't think it's
That's
always
exactly
that.
what that means.
I don't think it's
That's what
always
it means.
that.
A good friend of ours who's with us in the studio today, my boy Dave Butler. He's joining us, man. He's been a long-time friend of the pod, a long-time listener.
My faith is not complete. It starts off well in the sense of I'm flawed, I'm a sinner, and all those type of things, right? But the completion of that faith is that someone thought of me to be valuable enough to lay down their life for me.
And walking into those rooms sometimes, it's almost feeling like, are they going to see what I see about me?
Yeah.
So then you go there feeling like, oh, I got to put on, or I got to get them to accept me, or, that's where the term imposter syndrome comes from. Where it's like,
what would you do? What would you do? Hits my man up like, you know what I mean? I need space. Like, I'm dealing with some shit. I need space.
Okay.
And I can no longer do this with you right now.
Yo, welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex. The podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast where men can have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex.
And that's the thing, bro. Oh, that's a whole conversation. Being a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
I disagree with that because I'm a master of plenty.
But you know what? You know what I heard though? I heard that they don't finish that phrase. I heard the full phrase is like, to be a jack of all trades and a master of none is better than being a master of one. So that has another layer.
See? Dave Lamont Hill in the corner.
You gotta extend that.
Hey, Dave Lamont Hill.
You know what I'm saying? Dave Lamont Hill. Yeah, Dave Lamont Hill.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna kick it off. Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Melly Mel, aka Melly Badass, aka Meek Mel, aka your favorite truth teller, aka if you don't want to know, don't ask me.
It's your boy T. Roy, your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got something you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
What it do though? It's your boy Dr. Life Coach Lace, aka NBA Old Boy, aka I'm him, aka Mr. Big Shot, aka the Menace, no relation to Dennis. Let's get it.
Hey man, y'all heard that introspection just a few seconds ago that came from a good friend of ours who's with us in the studio today, my boy Dave Butler. He's joining us, man. He's been a long-time friend of the pod, a long-time listener, someone who's kind of always been behind the scenes, unbeknownst to the guys, kind of giving me advice, tips, things we could talk about, ways we could introduce segments and different things like that. So, I've been talking to him about coming out one weekend, seeing what's up with us. He decided to join us today.
Yeah.
And man, so welcome, Dave. Happy to have you here, man. Y'all not gonna see him on camera, but he is gonna be sharing them gems.
Right.
Say what's up to the people, Dave.
Nah, what's going on, world? It's Dave. Dave has wings. Appreciate y'all having me out, man.
Bro, I thought you was about to do a whole
Mr.
slogan.
Charlotte.
I was about to say,
I wanted to. Man, let them know about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna set the stage. I'm gonna let him finish it. I tried to be light. I tried to be light about it because he modest. He didn't really want to get on the mic. We kind of just threw it to him. But yeah, man, Dave Butler, Mr. Charlotte, husband, father, business owner, educated man, alpha. Man, all
Shout
around.
out to the bruh.
All around good guy, man. Which is why we have him here. A lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. Just an all around good guy. I know he didn't want to do his bio or nothing like that, but a little bit about
he had
Dave,
to.
man.
You did it for him.
I mean, he didn't want to. So he's our guest. So the reason why we have him, a lot of people be like, man, when can I get on the pod? When can I get on the pod? Do you run a business?
do you run a business?
Are you a husband? Are you a father? Are you
Right.
educated? Do you have something to bring to the table? And he definitely has all that. So that's what I'm saying, Mr. Butler, man.
And let's make a clarifying statement right now. People keep asking me when can I get on the podcast? When can I get on podcast? My question always is, how do you watch it? Do you watch it on YouTube? Did you listen to it on Apple or Spotify? Oh no, I just see the clips. You don't watch the show. And because you don't watch the show, I know you're not tapped in. You just watch the clips. You watch the highlights. Just like me in the WNBA. I don't watch a whole game, but I watch the highlights and I know Asia Wilson deserves to be MVP this year. You feel me?
Because you saw the clips.
Because I saw the clips. And I know Paige Booker's deserves to be.
Is that her last name? Is that how you say it?
It could be. I don't watch.
I thought it was Buckner.
Paige Beckers. Paige Beckers.
I don't watch it. I don't watch.
He
the
don't
clips.
watch the
I did watch it when she was at UConn, though.
Okay.
I did watch it when she
Oh
was
yeah,
at
she
UConn.
can ball.
I'm
Yeah,
not
she
about to
can
sit up
ball.
here and
Yeah,
act
she
like
can
I
ball.
watch the WNBA. I do not actively watch.
Actually,
the
I went to a WNBA game when I
I've
was in
been to a
Vegas. That joint was
WNBA
like
game.
that.
Who'd you go see?
The Aces. I saw the Aces play. They was playing.
See, he really don't,
They was
'cause
playing
he
the
didn't
Lynx. It was a solid game.
I don't watch it, but I knew the Aces was.
Yeah,
No,
the
they
I
was
Vegas.
on.
didn't hear him say Aces. I'm
Yeah, no,
sorry. I
it
didn't hear him
was
say
No,
it
he
was a
said
fun game.
Vegas.
It was a fun game.
Oh, I didn't even hear him say Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
fun game. So the games are like that. The games are cool, but I don't really watch as much on TV.
Now I have watched a few games in the sense of like when I watch it, I'm like, yo, this is very fundamental. Like watching WNBA is like this is how basketball, like the fundamentals of basketball is supposed to look like. Versus watching. You know what? I'm not even.
No, what I'm saying though, that says a lot about you though, Troy, because you get off on the fundamentals.
Yeah,
I really do.
And that's what I'm saying. So that
and I don't.
And truth
And I
be told, and
And
truth
that's
be-
why I don't watch it.
And truth be told, that's the reason why I can't watch football anymore.
right. That's
Because
what
when
I'm saying.
I watch football, I'm not looking at football for like a breakout play. I'm looking at how linemen feet move and how they get around a block and stuff like
Sure.
that. Like that's the
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's what I
You
look
study
at.
in the game.
That's your niche.
That's my niche, and that's one of the things that our coach in college drilled us on. Like he was like, it's not how strong you are, it's not how fast you could be, it's how fundamental you are, bro. We won 4.
So how do you apply that to life?
So listen, hold on.
He said, my coach said it don't matter how talented I am, how strong I am, how slow I can run. Did you start?
Yeah.
You
I
did
started-
start? Did he give you that speech while you were starting or when you were on
this
the bench?
This was to, I mean, this is what we told to our whole squad.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We won 4 championships while I was there. And
Okay.
actually they won 5 the year before I came. They won the conference championship. But they lost at nationals.
Okay.
But while I was there, we won 4 championships. I started from my sophomore to my senior year. I was captain my senior year. Don't
Talk
don't
that
do
talk.
that.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying
Don't do me.
because what you were
Don't
saying
do
is
me.
what you were saying is what
I
coaches
was-
say. What coaches say to the second and third stringers is not going to get in the game. It ain't about how big and strong you are.
It gave him a
No.
It's not. It's
Troy
not
got
about.
a Rudy
It's not.
face.
It's not the size of the
Well,
dog.
no. It wasn't that. It was more so along the lines of we came from a lot of us came from programs where it was just like just be strong. You know what I'm saying? Bull through all that type of stuff. And it was like if you learn how to actually take right steps, have proper balance and things of that nature, you will be far and beyond all other people who try to just rely on strength and speed. That's basically it.
That actually ties into probably why you like the WNBA too. Like that same mindset. That's that through line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. That's the reason why, you know what, I'm not.
You know what's funny?
I don't even-
You know what? This is gonna be so funny. When Melissa Ford was on the JBP, right?
Yeah.
She used to always be posted as an outcast because of her opinion and thoughts on subjects. Just stick where I'm going. They will always feel like that people were dogpiling on her because her thought would be contrary to what everyone else was saying. And when she would say stuff, they would act just like me and Lace be acting with you. But then when Mark Lamont Hill got on there and was able to provide balance, Mel's whole personality changed on the pod because she was like, I got backup now. Someone's not making me feel crazy. I feel like
This gonna be good. It's gonna be a
Absolutely.
good fit.
Troy,
gonna be a
like, I
good
need
fit.
somebody.
Yeah.
Because Dave ain't as toxic as y'all are.
Dang, that's crazy.
He ain't as toxic
crazy.
as y'all are. Speaking of which, and you know what? As a matter of fact, this actually ties in to this whole new program, this whole new campaign that I'm on right now, and in which I'm trying to live life in a sense of I'm better than you campaign.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so honestly, in that moment, let me just go back for that moment when y'all weren't necessarily on rocking with me. I'm like, you know what? These peasants don't deserve my insight of what I'm saying
Peasants.
right now.
God, dog.
Yes, these peasants.
All right.
And so the whole premise of the I'm better than you campaign is not necessarily call people peasants. I'm joking on that. The whole premise of it is it's an overcorrection for a mentality that I've been living in for a good bit of my life. It's in a sense of I am less than anyone. Everyone's better than me.
Mm-hmm.
And it is my job to impress other people.
Mm.
When I first started classes, bro, I was in class. I was just yapping. I was just talking. At the end of the year, my colleagues was like, Troy, we love you. I was like, that's what's up. He was like, but you talk too much. And I was like, you know why I was talking too much in class? I was talking too much in class because I felt like I had to prove something to y'all. I felt like I had to show that I belong to be here and things of that nature. But in all actuality, I really wasn't even saying anything when I was talking. You know what I'm saying? And if I had pulled back just a little bit, not talked as much, my words would have been more valuable in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Had I realized that my words are valuable. And so, and I actually told one of my friends is that in this new campaign of I'm better than you, this is still a humble, it's a campaign of humility in the sense of I realize my worth, I realize my value, I realize the things that I bring to the table, and I am actually submitting myself of service to people that are around me. You know what I'm saying? Versus me trying to serve people to prove myself. No, I prove myself.
Right.
I don't need proving from anyone else. I prove myself. And so because of that, now I'm on this whole campaign of I'm better than you, which is truly just an overcorrection from where I used to be to bring me more centered in my life.
So more like an affirmation. Like an affirmation.
Don't make it like a
journey.
don't make it like a morning time type of. I gotta say to myself, I'm better than you. Don't make it like that.
It's nothing wrong with affirming yourself.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
But you are affirming yourself in what you're saying because you're telling yourself instead of coming into a situation where I'm perceiving myself as less than. I'm telling myself that I belong here. I'm telling myself
when you say like affirmations, you making it seem like I wake up in the morning, I look at myself and say, you are worth something.
But you are. That. You are doing that.
I'm not saying it in the morning. I'm saying it throughout the day.
Throughout the day.
But you saying it though.
Right.
And why you feel bad about affirming yourself? Why do you make it seem like I'm saying it in a negative way?
Well,
that you're affirming yourself.
Because affirmations has been one of those things nowadays. It's like a new age thing that people have to do.
Like buzzwords.
Yeah, it's buzzwords that people do. It's like, no, I really do. This is something that is good for me because there's a level of like depression that comes when you feel as though you don't have any value with anyone else that's in the room with you. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of depression that if I can't be like them, then what is my purpose? What is my worth? What is it?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why do you have that mindset? Like, what are they bringing to the table that you feel as though is less than? Because y'all all in the same room. So, and we're all on the same journey. So I guess I'm just trying to, understand why if I'm in the same room as you, we are both in the pursuit of this thing, why would you automatically perceive I shouldn't be here or they're better than me in some capacity?
That is a good question. I think honestly, part of it comes with a mentality of thinking more of other people. I don't know any other way to explain it more than that. Like, I think more of other people.
I think the other thing could be not necessarily that you think more of other people, but you also know what you carry around with you. Like, you know how you are, you know how you can be, you know where you failed or where you feel like you've come up short of things that you're struggling with. And walking into those rooms sometimes, it's almost feeling like, are they going to see what I see about me?
Yeah.
So then you go there feeling like, oh, I got to put on or I got to get them to accept me, or, that's where the term imposter syndrome comes from. Where it's like, I've shown everything necessary to be in this room. Like, I'm good enough to be here or else they wouldn't have me here, but there's still something inside my heart or mind or wherever it may lie. It's just like, for some reason though, that's not good enough for me to where I feel like I still need to, to do something. And I can understand that. I relate to that because I was not dealing with it, but I had that situation early this year. And I had to talk to Dave about it because it was right after, I got the new job and talking to y'all. I mean, I talked to y'all about it a little bit, but I needed someone more wise counsel than Lace because
That's
Lace,
crazy, bro.
Lace, bro. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why because Lace give you some advice sometimes that just like it's not practical. You know, it's like so. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. Lace gives you advice that's not always practical because you like. So I'm going into it. I'm like, I know I have the skills. I know I have the knowledge. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it still feels like I'm not good enough, or I feel like I'm gonna be exposed. Am I really as smart as I think I am? Are other people gonna feel like I'm not as smart as I think I am? Can I do this job? Can I, be in this situation with pieces missing or the resources not being there, different things like that. So when I had that conversation with you or y'all first, mostly you chimed in. Troy was more just listening, but when you go, you don't just walk in that room and be okay. You like, all right, thank you.
But sometimes that's good though. I need to hear that.
But I'm
sometimes.
just, but I'm saying
though. That is practical.
It's not just walk in the room.
Practical.
No,
That's black elder advice.
just walk in the room and be you is not.
That's successful black elder advice.
Like just you know what I'm
fix
saying.
it. Do the thing.
Yeah, and you sitting there like, thank you. But that really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like that really wasn't. So what I'm saying in practicality is like practical is like action steps, whether large or small, that you could take to handle whatever it is that I'm bringing to you. That's more practical advice.
Sure.
So there is advice.
Okay.
So I was looking for more practical.
Well, I could have elaborated. So let me.
It's too late now.
Let me add a little
the
more.
lace came up short.
Let me add a little more context. So in that same instance, right, when I say go into a room, own the room, that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Go into it, own the room. When I go into any space, I'm the thermostat, not the thermometer, period. I set the tone. I set the temp in the room. I think a lot of times we can go in with all of the other things that we think about and we're pulling energy from everybody else. No, I'm in here for a reason. This is what I drive. This is what I own. This is what I support. So if I'm going into a conversation, interview, or whatever the case may be, these are my drivers. This is what I can own in this space. This is what I can support in this space.
Yeah.
So I could have added a little more context. I agree with that. But what I'm saying, we have to shift our mentality. Whereas I'm the thermostat. I'm not the thermometer. I'm coming in. I set the temp in this bitch. So
I get that.
That's what I need.
But
I need somebody.
But hold on though.
Certain people need certain things. And I know you needed something specific, but that's the type of stuff that I be needing.
But it's not different. I agree with you, what you're saying, and I don't think it's different. What I'm saying, I think differed in the response was you go into a room and you're like, this is what I drive, this is what I own. You already have a plan in your mind. You already have a program or a process that you go through to govern your time, your space, your actions. A lot of people don't have that.
That is true.
Don't have that established program. So you can go into a situation like I'm the thermostat, not the thermometer, because you've already developed a process for how you plan to attack a situation. So it's not that you're more prepared, but you've already have a system that you can tap into to make you more confident in a space where someone else may not have that North Star. So why I say that is different is because just what you said just now in your elaboration was exactly what he said. No, legit. Was exactly what Dave said after you came. Just walk into the room and be like, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Like, yeah, I'm here now. What's up? But then it's like, all right, now what? Like, now that I've done that, now what? So what he basically said, not that it was greater than what you said, because he said exactly
I get it.
What I'm saying, what you said, but it was more like, here's a practical way that you can address what it is that you're,
I dig that.
You know what I'm saying, talking to me about. And so that's why I said, like, it was just, at that time, I didn't have a process. And it may be the same for you, that you don't have a process for how am I going to govern myself, my actions? What is my process for when I come into these situations that helps to feed, that I feel like I'm less than everybody else, because you feel like that, you carry that around. But then once you start talking to them, once you start hearing how they got to where they are, once you start having planning and strategy, and you realize, like, yo,
everybody is.
I thought I was dumb. Like I thought I was
oh my
dumb.
gosh, yes, Lace. Yes.
And nobody wants to say they don't know. So everyone keeps passing the buck around to you, and you're like, oh, you got to figure it out. You got this. And you start to realize, like, they don't know.
They don't know.
That's the point.
Like, they don't know.
Hence why I go in with the mindset that I said that I do.
The crazy part.
I already know that.
The crazy part is they hired you because they don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That's the big point.
Right.
They brought you're here because they don't
Correct.
know.
Correct.
In a lot of ways, in a lot of situations. You know what I mean? Like, Even talking about like specifically, Troy, were you talking about your PhD program?
Yeah.
Were you talking, yeah. So like even in them situations, I think part of it also is like, how do you what helps in those situations where it's kind of like even keel, where it's not like a job thing where like you got hired for something specific.
Yeah.
I feel like in those situations where it's like a cohort type of thing, or we're all coming together in pursuit of this thing, it's almost like once you lean into your differences and recognize that your differences are your strengths,
that's it.
It allows for you to play in that room or in that sandbox a little bit.
Right.
A little bit
Yeah,
easier.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I was in one of my classes one day, and we up here on the we in class. One of the girls is talking, and she went on this whole rant for like 5-10 minutes. I text my classmate. I was like, "What in the world is she talking about?" And then it dawned on me, she's in the same room I am in.
Right.
So we all don't know what we doing.
Yeah, so like, am I dumb, just as dumb as you? It's like, so am I just as dumb as you? Like, we all in here. And you dumb, does that make me dumb too? So, you know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
it'd be like, bro, we just, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think too, like using you for an example, Troy, and I've told you this before. You're in a cohort model now. Eventually, it's just you versus you because you could be writing and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So for me, I really don't care what anybody else in the cohort is doing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this paper done.
Yeah.
So I can move forward on this aspect of the journey. I know relationships, et cetera, are cool with you. I can tell you nobody that was in my cohort when I got my doc. So at the end of the day, like my chair told me, do you want to finish this or are you trying to make friends?
You know
Right,
what?
right.
The goal is to finish this.
Right.
You know what I just realized?
What?
That's not a skill.
What's the,
I was thinking he had a skill.
what you mean?
You know what? You know what? I'm sitting here listening. I'm like, Lace has a skill. I'm trying to learn from this skill. But he always shows up.
What you
And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Lace always shows up.
What you mean?
Because as soon as you said, I can remember nobody was in my class.
No.
That's your personality. You don't give a damn about nobody else.
I know, that's not true. That's
Lace
not
don't
true.
care about nobody else.
I don't want to
Lace-
paint that picture.
Lace don't care about nobody else. Lace is more focused on Lace. So then that allows you to do that. Listen, I know it sounds bad.
Are you trying to compliment him? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It sounds bad. When Lace goes into a room, as he just said, he's worried about Lace. He's not concerned with who else is in the room. So it's not that he has a skill for better managing. He's already made up his mind. I don't care about nobody else.
No.
I'm worried about me and how I'm going to get through this situation that I'm in right now.
Well, everything
So
is
then-
everything is situational, but let me break that down. I have a program for that.
Okay.
So, as I've said on the podcast before, I'm an advocate for counseling. Everybody should have a counselor, somebody they talk to, get things off their chest. My counselor told me a while back, I did an exercise: what you control, influence, and what you have no control over. That's life. This is what I control. So when I go into that room, I can only control me.
Facts.
But what I say influences, and if I can get individuals to buy into that, that's how we move needles forward. So I control this, I influence that, and I have no control over the other thing. So all that extra for what? This is what I control, this is what I influence. That's my focus. So it's not a lens of not caring. It's just what I know that I either control or have influence over.
Yeah.
What it do, though? It's your boy, Dr. Life Coach Lace, a.k.a. NBA Old Boy, a.k.a. I'm him, a.k.a. the menace no relation to Dennis. Look, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin. We need you to stop what you're doing right now. Subscribe to the potty. We know you love listening to us. We bring a lot of great content, great conversation, a lot of fun, jovial conversation across the board. So tap in with us. Make sure after you subscribe, please like so that we can showcase that you care, that we care for you, and that we bring in the heat to everything that we do. So lock in with us, Manly D's Podcast. Share it with your entire community, your entire network, because we bring in the real to the real.
I want to go back to something that you said earlier of being acknowledging what I know already about myself. Bro, when you said that you might have freed me just now, for real, because that is so true. Like when I think about myself, I think about all my flaws. I think about what I haven't done. I think about like it's sometimes I know emotional intelligence is a good thing, but I feel like I'm hyper emotionally intelligent. And then with that, I overthink some of the things that are of the emotions that are going on inside of me. And so then that is a part of me that attacks the confident side of me. Okay. So then I have to switch gears. I'm better than you type of mentality. And it's not just for people around me, it's also for me. Mm-hmm. The part of me who is saying, Troy, you're less than, you're da 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 da. It's like, no, I'm better than you in the sense of I got here for a reason. Despite all my flaws, I am here for a reason. I know the things that I know for a reason. It's like it's a duality in the sense of I am fully aware of all the things that are going on inside of me, but also too, I am aware of the blessings. Because one of the biggest things that I'm not sure if y'all probably heard about this, is that when a moment that you feel like a sense of depression or feeling low, you switch gears into a sense of appreciation or adoration, or in a sense of what's the other word I'm looking for?
Gratitude, maybe?
Gratitude. That's the word I'm looking for. An attitude of gratitude, of being thankful for all the things that have gotten you here and why you are there. So that's also a part of the situation. So I thank you for mentioning that, because I'm not just fighting the people in the room. I'm fighting against me. Yeah.
So how do you navigate that? Because like that's a tough duality to walk in on it seems like it's consistent. How do you carry that burden? Because that seems like a lot. I'm good enough, but I'm not good enough. I'm better than you, but I'm not better than you. Like, how do you navigate that?
So that's really good. That's a really good question. And honestly, let me borrow from what Mel was saying about you. I'm not saying this is who you are, but I have to just stop caring about other people. I legit just have to stop caring about how other people see me. I need to quit being mindful of what's going on in the room. Like, be mindful of what's going on in the room, but also what's going on here with me. You know what I'm saying? And I do also believe too that my faith has some is not. Hear me out when I say this. My faith is not complete. Right? Mm-hmm. My faith is it starts off well in the sense of I'm flawed, I'm a sinner, and all those type of things, right? But the completion of that faith is that someone thought of me to be valuable enough to lay down their life for me. Mm-hmm. And so to realize that someone would be willing to lay down my life, if he can see my worth, why can't I see my own?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's also a part of it too, is because I was a part of my submission in my Christian faith was just the realizing of all the debauchery that your boy was a part of. You know what I'm saying? Campus scandal. I mean, campus scandals only last for 2 weeks, but campus scandal.
When you say scandal,
I can't even talk about it.
I knew you was gonna say that, and I knew he was gonna say that.
Can't even talk about it, bro.
What do you mean?
Can't even talk about it. My name was not painted well for that freshman year.
Not light skinned Nelly.
Right, he walked around campus with a name like light skinned Nelly, and
First of all, it was Fat Nelly.
Nelly.
Let's get it right. Because Nelly's already light skinned, so why would I be extra light skinned?
Okay,
Nelly?
you're right. Fat Nelly.
Nelly. It's
like that's even better. Obese Nelly over here.
And so to just a realization of that, the whole world, the weight just fell upon me. Because you switch from a mindset of, oh, this is okay, and then you realize, oh, this is not okay. And I am in a mindset of, I still have a desire to want to do these things, but I have to fight against my flesh in order to do it. And so what you do is you demonize your desires instead of putting them in the right place where they should be. And so sometimes our desires are like a fire. Fire in the wrong context can be damaging, but fire in the good context could be very helpful. So damaging in the sense, if I got fire on my clothes, I can hurt myself. In a good context, fire in a fire pit where I'm, cooking s'mores, That's great. You know what I'm saying? And so I did not know how to transfer my desires to good into good arenas, and so I demonized myself. And even though I have progressed from demonizing myself to appreciating myself, there's still residue. There's still that has transferred from this one place of how I looked at it into these other places. And so it ends up being like a insecurity that like it plays on my insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. And you'd be surprised, bro, when you are an insecure person, like insecurity just comes out of nowhere. You know, I am an established man, 41 years old, and I'll walk around and say, I ain't got no dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you even worry about that? You're 41 years old, you're established, you're taking care of yourself, you have a wife at home, you call the exterminator because you can actually call somebody to come exterminate at your crib because you're an established person. You feel me? So
yeah, that's legit. Ain't nothing wrong with that feeling of still feeling like you don't have a dad. I don't think that you should feel like because I'm 41 and established that I shouldn't still have that desire to want. Right. I don't want you to walk around feeling like that's erroneous or that it's something improper. I still think that even now, like 30, I'm 39, I'll be 40 soon. Even now, like I've said before, there's times where I'm like, I gotta talk to my dad. Like I need to holler at my pops and stuff like that. So feeling being 41, I don't think it's improper to say like I shouldn't be feeling like that because I have stuff. I still feel like that's a part of all of our, life opportunity and stuff like that. So I don't think you should. I can't tell you what to do, but I don't think you should carry that thought around. Like I shouldn't be worried about my relationship with my dad because I'm doing well in other places.
But I think it then moves into that position of gratitude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I may not have had him, but I've had father-like figures.
Sure.
And I've seen great men around me. Like y'all are great men.
I appreciate you.
And you know what I'm saying? Y'all are great men. And I pull from
you too, Lace.
Thank you.
First of all, Lace, you was already included in my book.
No, it's cool.
It was already included in my book. Cool. Y'all are great men. And you know what I'm saying? Like what I may not have gotten from him, I can get from other people in the sense of, oh, that's what that is supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that also contributes to the fact that we don't live in a one-size-fits-all world. Whereas you were able to pull and glean from others in aspects of what you needed. You didn't have what we traditionally think or where it's supposed to come from, but you can pull from other areas if you have that mindset to do it, because you have to recognize it but also apply it. So I think that kudos to you for doing that, but I also think, too, you have to free yourself up at some point. Not saying, obviously your father's situation, that you always carry that in some way, but how can I acknowledge that but also free myself up, whereas that is not the first thing that I go to if I am navigating or dealing with this. Well, I'm acting a donkey because I ain't had no daddy. Nah, come on. Like,
I probably still would have acted donkey.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean by that, and that's not to be light on the subject matter, but I think a lot of times we can sabotage ourselves in our progress just from having those damning thoughts.
And another part, because I don't want to talk about my daddy no more. But in a sense of in other areas of I'm better than you is also acknowledging that not only am I valuable, but the things that I have. Dave, you out?
Yeah, I'm about to roll in a little bit, but I didn't want to stop you.
You good. You good. We know you got to handle your handles.
Handle your handles, man. We appreciate
daddy
you.
Duties, man.
Hey, daddy duties.
Hey, we know what time it is. Hey, appreciate you though, man.
For
Next
real,
time, we definitely look forward to it.
Yeah, I ain't forgot my point. I'm going back to
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But nah, I mean, even then, just to, I guess, as a parting thought to the conversation, and even to the point of what you're talking about with faith, I think one of the things that kind of shifted for me, because I lost my father when I was young. He passed away in a house fire when I was 5, turning 6. But one of the things that this didn't become reconciled until I just turned 34, but this didn't come reconciled until probably like my late 20s, early 30s. I'm gonna give a shout out to my homie Kanan, Pastor Kanan from Ready Church. But one of the things he talked about was sonship and how our position with God and with the Lord is like He sees us because of Jesus' sacrifice. Obviously, He atoned for all our sins. And God sees us as Jesus. So once you, God sees us as Jesus. So once you recognize that God sees you with the same identity, like that becomes a part of your identity. Yeah, that sonship, it helps kind of like heal a lot of those like not just fatherhood wounds, but also the wounds of talking about the insecurities piece and all that too. that position of sonship, and it's not something that we were raised on in terms of like how our faith was structured either.
Sure.
Right. But that sonship in God and knowing that God sees you as a son, that reconciled a lot for me. You know
That's what it is. Yeah,
general, man. So
yeah.
I know this ain't straight up a faith-based podcast, but
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
parting thought based on the conversation.
Hey, nah, bro.
And where we was at,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Like,
It shows the complexity of us as members of this pod that we talk about anything and everything at one time. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Lot of depth. Lot of
I
depth.
actually was going to say that.
Of course.
I was actually
Of course.
was,
Of
I
course.
actually was
Yeah,
going to say
yeah,
what,
okay,
what he.
sure.
No, I was going to say it, but in a
Sure.
different way. I wasn't going to say sonship, or nothing like that. But I was going to say something like that. I was just
Okay.
waiting for you to finish.
Okay.
but all right, man. Appreciate y'all.
All
I
right, D.
appreciate you.
And
Dave.
this
Yeah,
is
baby.
why this shouldn't be in rooms with people better than him. This is a prime. I was gonna say that.
I really was not gonna say it the way that he would say it, but I was gonna touch on that point too, because you said I pulled exactly what he pulled when you were talking about not recognizing your self-worth. You like, if he sees my worth, why don't I see my worth?
Right.
And I wasn't gonna say it as eloquent as he did with sonship. I was just gonna say that similar to that, I had to learn through my former pastor that when God sees me, he doesn't see me as I see myself. Basically, the way that you
Correct.
see
It's
yourself.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
book.
But everybody's not in
You're
the book.
part of the
Lace.
problem.
Everybody is not in the book, Lace.
Get in the book.
You have to tell it as if
I'm saying
people don't know.
that's what I'm saying. Everyone's not in the book. So when you're saying like, and okay, so even this, he's in the book more than the both of us.
Nah, I don't know about that.
He's in the book.
I don't know
more than-
about that.
I know
about that.
I am confident.
I don't know
I will
about
say that
that.
confidently.
I don't know about that.
And
He's in the book.
It goes to show that it's not all just
Yeah,
head
that's what I'm
knowledge.
saying. That
Correct.
even being in the book, still having that feeling like, why can I still not push past this and see my worth? But he's able to see my worth, which is why he was willing to lay his life. He sees us as our he don't hate. God has no concept of time. Jesus has no
Correct.
concept of time. We live in
Yeah.
finite. So when he sees us, yes, he sees himself, but ultimately he sees the end.
Yeah.
He sees us as we will be, not as we are right now. So that is why he lays his life down and stuff like that. So when you say like, why can he see my worth, but I can't, is because you see yourself in the finite. In
You
the
looking
present.
right now.
And
Yeah.
he knows where you're gonna end up. So he doesn't see you the same. You know what I'm saying? The same.
One of the biggest examples of that right there is when Elijah was going against the prophets of Baal. We preaching right now, just to let y'all know, we preaching.
Yeah.
When he was going up against the prophets of Baal and Ahab the king, he proved that God, Yahweh, was real. The Baal was not real.
Right.
Fire came down, all that type of stuff. He killed 400 men of prophets of Baal that day. What made him depressed? One word from one queen.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows God. He saw God work.
Yeah.
And in one word, just depressed his whole thing.
Mhm.
And so even though we may know and have relationship with God, we still gonna wrestle and
Right.
struggle with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the other thing I was gonna say, though, is that in the sense of my campaign, is that I'm better is recognizing that my time is valuable.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that I was always willing to sacrifice and give away. My time. You asked me to, hey, Troy, can you come do this? Oh, absolutely. I can do this for you. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Troy, can you? Oh, yeah, man, I got you. Yeah, I needed to go take my grandma to the hospital, but I'll lay it down. You know what I'm saying? For you. Just so I can be a people pleaser, just so I can show my worth to other people. It's like, no, my time is valuable. And so when people say, Troy, you don't come around, Troy, you don't hang out and stuff like that, it's like, hey, bro, first of all, you can come to me and we can spend time. But for me to get where you are, it's sacrificing something that is valuable to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and what that value it has to me, unfortunately at this point, is more valuable than who you are in this moment. You know what I'm saying? So that was also a part of the whole campaign. This is part of my whole campaign right now. And as I said before, this is a counterproductive, not a counterproductive. This is an extreme saying to balance me out from where I once was to bring me more.
So what's your campaign motto? Like, what's your what are you? Because every campaign has to have a motto. What's your motto?
I'm better than you.
Okay, so
I'm
I'm better than you.
I'm just better than you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all need that a little bit sometimes.
We do. And bro, I learned that from y'all. Y'all taught me this, specifically on the timepiece. If something's going on with the kid, I gotta go get the kid. Forget anything that y'all got going on right now. I gotta go take care of my kids. Same thing with you. If anything happened with my kids or anything like that, things is put to the side. I need to go take care of it. So I'm like, all right, they value these things in their lives. What are the things in my life that and then that's also when I had to realize, and please don't. This is a man that realized he's continuing to grow. Is I had to start valuing my wife more, because then I would put other people trying to prove my value to them over proving my value to her. And that has shown itself in so many different ways, but and she has felt the pressure of that, and part of me was relying on, well, you're my wife, you understand. Sometimes she might not understand, bro. And I gotta show up for her, even if it means I disappoint somebody else. I gotta show up for her. And so the I'm better than you campaign is also encompassing her and realizing that, hey, she is a very instrumental, key part of my life, and I have to take care of that. So
how do you feel like it's been working out for you? Like I'm better than you, like just the steps that you've been taking. How do you feel like that's been?
Sure. It's once again, this is brand new. This is like a month or two old. And in the campaign, it has been doing me some good service. And once again, but sometimes I have to catch myself. I was like, all right, now you put the dog on the leash, but you can't give it too much. You can't give it too much leash, and otherwise it goes crazy. But it has been serving me well. I no longer live for the approval of others. I give you a point. Like I have a team at work. That's not my team. It's my supervisor's team. And sometimes I feel like other team members seem to have more value to other people in the company and things of that nature. And because they're getting emails and they're getting phone calls, they're getting brought into meetings, and I'm just sitting at my desk like, oh, you going to another meeting with somebody higher up in the joint? All right, cool. And it once again goes into an attitude of gratitude. All right, cool. They have responsibilities that I don't have. So let them take care of their responsibilities. I got responsibilities I need to focus on. I don't need to be grasping on to your responsibilities to add to my responsibilities. Let me just focus on mine. And that, once again, I'm valuing the things that I have, attitude of gratitude, and letting them just be who they are. Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm happy for you. Because we actually have been preaching that message to you for a long time about people pleasing and doing too much and stuff like that. So to see you actually trying to take it and run with it, I'm happy for you.
That's good.
Yeah, and bro, I thank y'all for y'all's patience. I appreciate that. Thank y'all for y'all's patience in the sense of me trying to get there. Yeah.
Well, it's a journey, man.
It is a journey.
It's not a sprint, and you get there in your own time. But it's very interesting just to hear your perspective and how you had to even frame it different so you could have your own internal buy-in.
Sure.
To try to get there. So I think we all have differing perspectives on that journey and what that looks like, but how you have to coach yourself up compared to others, is always interesting. But it's a journey, man.
It is a journey. We haven't had one of these in a long time, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh, what would you do?
Life
Coach Lace.
What would you do? What would you do? Let me get to my notes.
So go ahead and take us on out, Lace.
What would you do? So
my boy got notes.
Yeah, man, I had to start because people be sending me stuff, and I'm like, yo, like,
got a backlog.
What you want me to do? So, Homie gets dropped. His girlfriend breaks up with him.
Okay.
Right? So they had been together. This is a different homie. So I know I've talked about homies in the past.
Lace,
You know what I'm
I already
saying?
know your network wide.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
throwing it out there because I don't want nobody to try to put stories and merge stories together. So
Okay, I got you.
homie gets dropped, you know what I'm saying? Like Shorty going through some things, lost a parent, you know, early.
Shorty lost a parent or the
Shorty lost a parent.
Okay.
Or whatever. And this was years, so a couple years ago, but again, still some residue as mentioned.
Right.
Or whatever. Hits my man up like, you know what I mean? I need space. Like I'm dealing with some shit. I need space.
Okay.
And I can no longer do this with you right now. Out the blue, like no previous context, etc. Granted, she gave him a phone call, actual call. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
good. That's good.
Phone
It wasn't
call.
a text.
Wasn't a
Yeah.
text, so a phone call, talk it through. Oh, he's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I respect that. There's some areas in which I could have improved and been better within the relationship. So I understand how you've come to this point. Although there was no real aspect of contention, there was just disconnect.
Yeah.
So I understand how you get to this point or whatever. So they go, so this happened on a Friday.
Okay.
Friday, let's just say Friday morning, 8 a.m. You get dropped.
Okay.
Sunday, my man get a text. What you doing? This, that, and the third. So the, light conversation, whatever. Shorty admits that, I made that decision out of emotion, not logic. So I don't know what can happen between us, but I like to keep the lines of communication open to see if we can get back on track, whatever.
Okay.
Cool. No, I don't have a problem with that. So my man decides, okay, well, we hadn't seen each other in a while. Why don't we get together and link? Shack up for the night. Shack up for the night.
Uh-huh.
I know you don't like that, Troy. I know you don't like that.
No, shacking. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, let's fornicate for the night. How about that? So as they get together, hang out, whatever, dinner, just hang out prior to the night concluding. They chilling or whatnot, and he just so happens she on her phone, sitting beside him on her phone or whatever, and he can see on her phone a text message.
Mistake number one.
String. You could have been but you playing. Somebody else. So what does he do? Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop right there.
Finish it.
No. I want to hear the story how you heard the story.
No. So I'm gonna stop right
Finish it.
there. What would you all do with the context of that as a story?
I gotta hear the rest of the story first, because there's gotta be more to it. But I gotta hear the rest of the story first.
So the rest of the story is he saw what he saw.
Yeah.
And then what?
He actually did the bigger thing, got his stuff and left.
That's all.
That's it. He
Didn't
left.
say nothing.
No, he said one nothing to say.
Did they crack first? Did he crack first?
He
and then
didn't even
saw it?
crack.
Oh, he just decided.
Actually, that's a good
Yeah,
move.
he didn't
I
even
like
crack.
that. I appreciate that.
So what would you do?
What would I do today?
Okay.
Or
And what would you
I
do in any
have done?
aspect of your life? So
Okay.
that concludes the story time.
Okay. So, couple things.
Yeah.
What do people actually mean when they say, let's take a break?
I want to have sex with somebody else, and I don't want to feel guilty about it.
I don't think it's
That's
always
exactly
that.
what that
in the
means.
I don't think it's
context,
That's what it
always
means.
that.
in the context that it was given to him, from what he told me, is I need to work on some things personally.
Yes.
That's what she says. I need to work on some things personally. I'm still grieving. I'm still going through, aspects of a major change in my life.
Yeah.
And our disconnect is not giving me what I need, and I don't want to burden you
Sure.
with my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, that was the gist of what I gathered.
The Chat
from
GPT way of saying I want to have sex with other people, but I don't want to feel guilty about it. So I want.
Well,
to
no,
have space
it might not. It might not exactly be that. It might be I don't have the capacity for a relationship because I'm dealing with the loss of someone, and so I'm emotionally pulled away into this. And we've had homies, we had friends who had parents pass away, and they went through a tough time.
Yeah.
We went through a tough time. So I can imagine, you planning a funeral, you trying to be emotionally present for if you got siblings or other family members or whatever the case may be, like you trying to be there. You might not have the time and energy to give to.
He said that girl's dad passed away years before this conversation that they had, where she just randomly called him and said, "I can't."
I mean,
do this.
2 years is not. I mean, that's still recent in a lot of ways. 2 years.
Wait.
That time frame.
She didn't-
Whoa.
see,
I didn't catch that part.
See,
You gotta listen. You gotta listen to comprehend.
See,
You gotta listen to comprehend.
2 years had passed.
Yeah.
Since her father had passed, or parent. I don't know if it was her
Parent,
father.
yeah.
Or parent had passed, and she said that she don't have the capacity right now because she's still grieving. Blah blah blah. If she would have said that shortly after that situation or a couple months post that situation, that would make sense.
That would make sense.
Way more grace for that.
Yeah.
That. 2 years had passed. I'm not saying that there's a time limit on grief,
Mm-hmm.
but 2 years later, now you don't have the capacity, but we've been doing this for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now randomly on a Friday, you tell me
Mm-hmm.
you need space to figure yourself out, blah, blah, blah. That's Friday. Sunday, you text me what you doing, how you do.
Mm-hmm.
You the space ended. 48 hours was the amount of
Okay.
space that you
Okay.
that you
Okay.
needed to
Okay.
okay, so there's something you had on the line
Okay.
that you wanted to do,
Okay.
and to not feel guilty, whatever. We played a word game. We were on a break.
I'm gonna push back a little bit on that because sometimes, as she stated, this was not it was an emotional decision. It wasn't a logical decision. But also, if you are connected to someone to that extent,
Yes.
that is a piece of you missing. So I could see how the double back within a 48-hour time frame could take place.
I don't know, Lace. Now knowing that, like, okay, your parent passed away 2 years ago, but you still pursued a relationship.
They're already in a relationship.
They were already in a relationship. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they were already in a relationship.
They were already in a relationship, and they continued it post the parent passing. And then
Right.
2 years later, she says, "I don't have capacity for this because I'm grieving." Yada yada yada.
And that still
I
could be
do
true,
understand.
though.
Like
That still could be
if I've been
true.
rocking with you this long, I could agree with you. Maybe 2 days pass, and I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Right.
I ain't talked to you in a couple days. All right.
Yeah.
I get that. But the truth is, she has something on the line.
I mean,
Friday
that
night,
may
she
wanna
might have
do-
had something
right.
on the
She,
line,
on something
yeah.
she been messing with, playing. Obviously, because she'd already told somebody else that they could have been cracked, but you've been playing. Like I could have been gave you this joint,
again, we don't.
but you've been playing.
I'm just going off the timeline that was given to me.
So you think the person that text was the reason
No,
why?
I'm thinking that was another person that was on the line. I think that she already had somebody else that she wanted to, that wasn't playing. That showed up where they were supposed to
Yeah.
show
You could
up.
have been cracked.
For their situation. But then this other person that she talking to is now like, you could have been cracked. But if you don't have capacity for me and this relationship and my, how you got time to be?
That don't mean you
cracking
can't
somebody.
get balled up like a pretzel.
No,
just
it
'cause
do.
you ain't got time for a relationship.
Nah.
So
Balled up like a president.
I honestly, for a homie, it's too many red flags.
I told he did what was right. He did what was right.
Did.
He did part of what was right.
What
You would have cracked.
I would have cracked
And then left.
and then left. 100%. 100%.
To me,
I'm leaving here with something.
no.
I'm
To
leaving
me,
here
that
with
would have
something.
made it emotionally more entangled.
And
Here
she
we
could
go.
work that out. And she could work that out with who could have
Why
been
she
cracked.
figuring the rest out?
And she could work that out with whoever could have been cracked. I would have. First of all, that's why I say mistake number one. I've always had this rule, and I'm not just saying it. I'm not looking at your phone. I'm not
Agreed,
looking
yeah.
in that phone. I don't
Yeah.
want to see what you're doing. I'm not trying to see what you typing. I'm not looking in that phone.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what's in that phone. When my wife is texting, I never peek over to see who she talking to. I've never done it. I just don't do it because I don't want to know. And if I ever see something that I don't want to see, then I'm gonna be mad at myself because now I done see. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't. I don't look at it. So that would be first thing. First of all, that was the first mistake. Why you peeking over the shoulder to see who she texting anyway? 'Cause
And
had you
I
not
don't
been
know. I don't
peeking-
know if it was actually like that. We
I
know.
think
You know.
maybe
what
there
I'm
was.
saying?
You know,
I'm
sometimes
sitting
someone
here
seemed
chilling,
disconnected.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at you. and
Or
you
we
over
talking?
here.
Yeah, you texting and you look
know what I
over
mean?
and see
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
And it might have been it might have just set in the mentality of him that, she said goes to go on a break on a Friday, and then Sunday she said, all right, let's get back together. It was like, something ain't right, but I ain't got nothing else going on right now, so I'll still entertain it. And so he
Well, the plan
probably
was to fornicate.
Yeah.
That was yeah. So I got time to that.
Yeah,
for that.
I got time.
I got time for that.
So I might, venture into see what's going on.
And if I did see it, 100% would have acted like I didn't see it. Oh, okay, that's what we doing.
Yeah.
That's how. Oh, okay, that's what we doing. Yeah, okay, cool.
So I'm like you.
Bet.
I'm like you.
I'm cracking. And then when this is over with, hey man, hope you and your boy have a good time.
The
man.
best statement is to not crack and get up out of there.
That's the wholesome.
Because in that situation, you not only make your statement mentally, but you also make your statement physically. So mentally, logically, I told you I'm not going to be a part of this, and physically, I don't necessarily. It makes a statement saying I don't need you. I don't even need you physically.
You know what makes that even more apparent? When you crack. And then as you're putting your clothes back on, you be like, all right, man, I'll holler at you.
Yeah, you be good.
Because,
I appreciate you.
Because here's the thing. If you do crack, you made the logical, I don't know, man. It seems really douchebaggy. You're leaving somebody.
Why do I care about how she feels in this
because
moment?
Here's the thing.
If you telling this nigga that he could have been cracked, but playing while I'm sitting here.
But
do you think I care at that point?
Here's the thing. She can be who she wants to be. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to stoop down to your level.
No, she's
I'm
stupid.
going to go the Michelle Obama route that when they go low, I go high.
No.
I'm not going low.
No. Yeah.
That's why I said at what time of my life. Because where I'm at right now, I'm not going to. I would remove
First of all,
myself
we'll be playing
from
these reindeer games at this stage.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. At which stage of life? At which stage of life? Because there was a stage in my life, exactly, where if you would have went low, I would have took it to hell.
Yeah, we definitely.
Because you playing with me now.
Yeah,
that's what I would have done. I wouldn't have had that wholesome take like you. But I'm leaving here with something. I didn't come over here.
Yeah, the old me
for you to be texting this nigga, wasting my time and all that type of stuff after Friday. But no, because I'm leaving with something.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's not wasting my time.
It's not a waste of time. I don't need this. I left with certainty that I'm not coming back.
Yeah, me too.
And that is a peace of mind. I don't need to have a coochie because I'm be honest with you. If I might get a little piece of it, I might be tempted to come back.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Despite the red flags.
No,
me saying no is just saying, hey.
No.
What y'all call it in the wholesome world? Closure. I'm
getting closure.
I made my.
I'm getting closure.
No, the closure is I make the closure. I don't need you to do the closure for me. I make the closure.
That's a real nice way of doing it, bro.
Yeah.
I just, you know what? And this is my wrestle. This is my struggle, and I know it probably Lace too. I didn't want to speak for Lace, but just the thought that you had, like just because she's being a certain way, that don't mean I gotta stoop to her level, whatever it is. The struggle that I usually have with that is people always want to put a cap on how you respond to something that's being done to you. Mm-hmm. You're doing something to me. You're disrespecting me in a way that I don't appreciate or something like that, but you want me to be the bigger person in response to what is happening to me in this moment. And then if I do something that you don't agree with, then the way that I've handled it is wrong. Mm-hmm. Or the way that I've handled it is improper. Mm-hmm. It's not wrong or improper. It's different. It's not the way that you would do it. Mm-hmm. But acknowledge that something is being done to me. Granted, I get to choose how I want to respond, what I control. Yeah. I get to control how I want to respond. But to, just be like, oh, well, it's better for you to just get up and leave because you didn't see. No, I'm leaving with something.
Well, it's a flip of the switch, right? So
I'm leaving with something.
I
know you don't like that.
You was going to sin anyway.
Yeah.
So now that you got this new
and I gotta complete the mission.
It's a mission.
I gotta finish the mission.
Soldiers complete missions, bro.
I gotta finish the mission, bro.
Soldiers complete missions.
Sometimes you realize,
and that's the thing.
Yes,
and that's really why I used to sin so much. To be honest with you, because I was like, I already came this far.
I'm already here.
I already came this far. Listen. I know that's what you're saying. Right. I know that's what you're saying, and it's not a good thought. And I used to tell Pastor this at Bible study, and he didn't like it either. That I was saying in front of everybody. My mind is, if I'm going, so if I've lusted in my heart about this, I've already sinned, right? I'm already in a sinful state. I'm leaving with something. If I'm already sinning, I might as well finish it.
It's not a might as well.
I might as well. That's what I'm saying. If I'm already this far, I've already sinned.
come this
I might
far.
as well finish it.
It's
And
not
I know that's not the right thought to have.
not a
About,
It's a
terrible thought to
I know
have.
it's not the right thought to have. And I said it 3 times. I'm gonna say it one more time. I know it's not the right thought to have. But when you're there and you're in that state where you don't have that level of spiritual maturity that you talk about right now, you like, I've already come this far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to finish it. I'm just gonna finish it because what is the point? It's like when you're being accused of something that you didn't do, and you're receiving all the kickback of someone who is guilty of something that hasn't done anything wrong, and then you start feeling like, I might as well just done it.
No.
If I was gonna get all this heat that I'm getting right now, I might as well have done it because then that'll at least make me feel better about what is coming.
No.
Towards
Yeah, I don't.
me.
I don't.
no,
necessarily-
because I still need to have a clear conscience.
I'm telling you, that's how I feel. I might as well
and
just
that's the
done it.
difference because you have that internal battle.
I
would
don't
do that and not think twice about
nothing
it.
about it.
Legit. And maybe that's me. Maybe that's the issue with me, because you would say like if you did crack, you would leave and be like, "Dang, why I do that?
Why I do that? I shouldn't even did it. It was so many signs that said
Right.
I shouldn't have did this
Yeah.
anyway.
Now the book does tell us that he gives you an escape route, right? The book does tell us that.
A way of escape.
So I know that's what it says.
And that's what it is. You denied the way of
But
escape.
hear me out. Sometimes that escape is, I'm gonna turn this into a pretzel and I'm getting up out of here.
I'm getting up out of here.
Pretzels are not as valuable as you think they are. That pretzels
I'm just saying that's what I would have
No, I
done.
got
It
you.
was a
I
very
got you.
mature thing for him to recognize.
It was very mature. Very
to
mature.
recognize
And I told him that.
I don't need
And
to
see,
deal with
here's-
this. I don't need to be bothered by that.
And now we're acknowledging, hey, bro, that was very mature of you.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
what I'm saying.
a way
It
to
was.
be a bigger man. Yo, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
shout out to homie. If you're listening, I appreciate you sending me the context, and he wanted us to discuss it on the show. He was like, "How can I get in? Turn my situation
come
into
on,
one
bro.
of those? What would you do?"
He
I was
did.
like, "That's a good
Look,
one."
you did the right thing.
You did the right thing, bro.
You a good man.
Kudos
for that.
to you.
You a good man.
Kudos
for that,
to you.
bro.
Yes,
did the right
and let's
thing.
do more right things in life. Like, how about that?
There's a bunch of right things.
Yeah,
do
bunch of
more
right-
There's a bunch of
let's
right
do
things.
right things in life.
There's a bunch of right things.
No,
There's a bunch of right
So
things.
there's a good, there's a better, and a best. He chose the best route.
I'm like good. Good is fine with me.
Good is
no,
cool.
that's not
Good is good
Good
sometimes.
is just as bad.
Good is good sometimes.
Hey, well,
I-
thank you all for your insight on how would you handle that situation with another iteration of what would you do with Dr. Life Coach Lace.
Better
We
play,
appreciate you,
play with
Lacey.
him. Don't
It's-
play with me.
Right.
Play with him. Don't play with me.
Well, we appreciate y'all checking in with us. It's your boy Troy, Life Coach Lace, Melly Mel. It's the Manly D's podcast.
We out.